Greetings, my friends. I thought I come and wish you a good day for we're going through this very powerful trend, summer of energy. I'm going to pull. I thought I do a reading of through going through the 12 constellations, the 12 signs, to see a little bit about what's going on, what's going to be happening during the summer. Then discuss a few ideas and show some new paintings. So I'm going to go through so by going through those constellations, it's just a mirror. It's not something that I'm not predicting the future. We're just empowering the present, so we can make conscious choice in the future, in the present, to create the future. So it's like the of course those card may affect you more if it's your sign, your ascendant, but it really affects everybody. And the key card for the summer is going to be as above, so below. It is the energy of heavens that are coming down on the planet Earth, coming down on the physical realm. So it's going to be really a blessed time, and we're already experiencing it, even if it's not fully manifested. We have to already be in the gratitude and appreciation for what we know is going to be coming. Is coming, is here, is already happening. Whenever God wants to. For it's like we're going with the flow. The first constellation is Aries. Aries is what is already is what's potential, what is before us. So what is potential is just passing through. It means there is a lot of things that we're gonna be we're just passing through here. So it's like certain things are just passing through. Other things will be anchored to stay. So it's about understanding the power of influence. It's like all that is passing through. There is a dynamic. So it's about letting go of attachment as well, to trust, to be in the now. Then in Taurus is what we have, what we possess, what's already present and manifested. And here is the island of jewel. It is the star. It is the wish. It is the dream that's becoming a reality. So it's already anchored. It's already anchored. Even if certain things are just passing through, all this this very difficult period that we've been through is passing through, and now we're anchoring into the dream, into the vision, into the higher dolce vita. It's really focalizing on this timeline. Then in Gemini is what we think. It's close travel. It is all our communication. And here we have the rose garden. So it's all about beauty, about success, inner harmony. It's about so just continue to broadcast this beautiful energy. Of course, feel free to leave me comments or questions if you have in relationship to that. I thank you for liking, sharing. I thank you for your comments, and do not forget to subscribe. And I thank you so very much for your donations if you can. It really assists me to survive until I can find my point of financial freedom, which I know is coming soon. But until then, it's really helping me to survive, to navigate those times. And then comes the cancer. The cancer is the inner world and the immediate environment. And here we have the cremation ground, the meditation. It's about transcending transcending all this illusions of time. It's also the doors to the world that are going to be opening to a new earth, a new life. It's the card of it's still it's also the chariot, and it is really about the power of action. And this is really, we have the transcendence that is coming from the stillness. We're moving into the action. Then in Leo, which is the power of creativity, family, passion. And here we have the Joker. We are free. It's from the heart. The heart is free. Our heart is free from fear. So with the Joker we can make leaps of faith. We have transcended. So we are free from all kinds of old unconscious fear that we used to have. We may still have some more fears or things to deal with, but we're dealing with it with more ease and grace now. Then in Virgo is how do we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually. And here we're nourishing ourselves from the knowledge, from eternal life, from this understanding of our eternal soul. So it is continue to cultivate this connection to your immortal soul and nourish yourself from that. Then those were individual constellation. Then we move on to collective constellation, and then starts with Libra. Libra is all about relationship to ourselves, relationship to God, relationship to the universe, relationship to others. And here we have this wonderful card of the heart drop. It's the pearl of wisdom. It is really about wisdom. It's the oasis in the desert. It's really about so we're gonna find great amazing blessings in relationship this coming summer. It is quite well, because wisdom will be guiding our way, guiding our path. Then in Scorpio is all that comes from the depths of the subconscious. It is about what deals with sex, death, money, all of those deep things of the subconscious. And here we have the self-preservation. It means that we have to find this inner sanctum, this inner preservation. And when we have those things, those difficult, challenging memories or energies that comes to us, we're learning to go inside and to find this place of peace within, and to shift back our energy to love. Then in Sagittarius is our aim, is our goal, it's our philosophy, it's our laws, it's what's concerned us on that level. And here we have the growth, is the tree spirit. So it's very much about growing, understanding the wisdom of the trees, the wisdom of the... It's very important, it's called Yakshi here. It's understanding that we are growing, we are evolving, and our roots are getting planted deeper into the ground. Then in Capricorn, it's what comes to us from the great mother of the universe. And here she's still sending us Maya, the illusions. So it's how she spins. So it's like we want to see through the illusions. We want to disengage from the illusions, because the illusions are here for a good reason. They will be maintained as long as they are needed. But slowly but surely, the truth is we want to tune into the frequency of truth and let go of that downward spiral of illusions. Then in Aquarius is our dreams, our hopes, our dreams, our friends. And here we have the earthbound. It is the universe. It is the true freedom. It's this new earth that is emerging. So that is really what we seek the most, is this freedom into this emergence, into this new reality. And then finally in Pisces, which is the karma, the unavoidable, something we cannot prevent or avoid. It is the karma of the coming season. And here it's the Mount Meru, the center of the universe. It is like the center of the universe, the presence of God. The Mount Meru is a mystical mountain that's in the Himalayas, but it's not a physical mountain. It's connected to a city in the Gobi Desert named Shambhala on the inner plains, and it is a spiritual point of access to the center of the universe. So that is God, this presence of Creator, this presence of love, of wisdom is inevitable. It's like we are really groomed to become ascended masters. And the outcome and the key is this amazing card of blow your mind. It's salvation, it is freedom, it is the liberation from tension, it is all that we've ever dreamed. It will blow our mind, because it's really we're really moving into the completely new cycle. So it's like wonderful. We have this wonderful oracle. Well, I hope this resonated with you. Yeah, Spirit's talking to me about vacation, so I say where? I say when? There's like a really... I was talking about working with telepathy. If you want and this exercise with an Arcturian, it's like if you want to do that, you have to set like 20 minutes or 30 minutes every day. You engage yourself for 30 minutes for like a week, for instance, and you say at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or at 10 o'clock in the morning, or at 10 o'clock at night. Please ask an Arcturian if an Arcturian can work with you during those 30 minutes, and then you'll make this appointment, but hold the appointment, and you'll see that he will definitely assist you in unfolding your psychic powers and capabilities. I've done that in the 80s. He was really helpful to me, but it's really a good practice. The Arcturians are trustworthy. They're not going to manipulate you or try to... And you'll see that there will be volunteers from the Athena, the starship, that are nearby, that will be able to work with you. For there is a wave of higher light that is confronting on the planetary level all the lies, all the manipulation, and the corruptions. The darkness has infiltrated every branch of society. There is light beings on all levels, on everywhere as well. But it's like there is so much corruption on every level, in every country, in every branch, every domain. It's like this darkness. So now it's like it's all crumbling down. So it's very important to stay calm awareness, in order not to feed this matrix, to allow it to dissolve. And we have to establish what is our priority. Because everything has a time and place, so it's like it's time for everything. So we have to let ourselves be guided by a higher self, and and our presence, our intuition, because sometimes it's time to work, sometimes it's time for like business, sometimes it's for interpersonal relationships, sometimes it's about mundane tasks, sometimes it's about addressing imbalance and unenjoyable things that may come up. Sometimes it's about resting, sometimes it's about entertainment, sometimes it's about fun and play. So it's all about being attuned to the present. And if we don't know, we try something, and then if spirit tells us it's something else that we should be focusing on, don't just shift your focus to learn to become the master of our focal point and go with the flow. For also understanding that our spiritual ascension is not depending on technology and all the gadgets we use. It's much more profound than that. And so it's not also much about technology, but we do have to trust the eternal consciousness of the whole, the eternal consciousness of the Creator that's always on time, always in perfect timing, even if we do not understand that timing. It's not, things don't happen always at the time of man time, but they always happen on God's time, God timing. But the solar flash and all that will be, I don't know when it's coming, we will see. Well, it's important to find joy in very, or as much as possible when you're doing dishes, when you watering your plants, whatever you're doing. If you find joy in little things and connection to spirit in those little things, is more powerful than posting 50 messages on social media. It has more influence and more power. It's really about tuning into the frequency of spirit in each moment, present moment. And there's all kinds of memories that may be coming back through feelings, through sound, to smell, visions. It's a good smell will tell you that you or good sound, or a pleasant vision, or feeling. It's like utilize that for the signs of your ascension. All our senses are being upgraded, but it's normal sometimes to feel void, to feel that we're floating, or that we're sad, or that it's normal. It's part of the shift. We're really stepping up to a new light, but many things needs to be explored. So there is really only two timelines to radio frequency to tune into, either the ascending spiral or the descending one. And those two timelines for the ascending community and the ones who will stay in the matrix are going to continue to exist side by side, but they're not going to be able to interfere one with the other. Less and less. So, well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thought I finished with presenting a few new paintings that I made. I'm really, for me, art has been my life. I've been painting for decades and decades, mostly symbolic and spiritual, conceptual art. But recently I've discovered, I never thought I would do abstract painting. I've been doing some figurative painting I'm getting into. I will do more into that as well, figurative, like portraits, nudes, scene, landscapes, all kinds of things. Um, but also doing abstract. Well, there is abstract art, figurative art, conceptual art, symbolic art, and ceremonial art. Ceremonial art is really delicate to collect, like African art or whatever, because it was done with an intention to connect to spiritual energy. So when you remove it from from its original function, or Buddhas or anything, it's not always. It's very delicate to move those things, or to handle those things, because they were made in terms of ceremonial. But I think there was only those categories. But Marc Chagall used to say that he's the most poetic painter of all time, probably the most romantic. I mean, not poetic, but romantic. He used to say that the more the mind is free, the more it will tend to go towards abstractions. And I never thought I would enjoy doing abstract art. For my art has always been symbolic, and but it's really nice because I can do those paintings very spontaneously, like expressionist. When my cosmology painting, I love them. I will continue to do that, but they take me weeks, months, years, sometimes to complete. It's very, very progressive. So I thought I shared those paintings. I'm going to try to find because the telephone now it's like showing in a mirror effect. I'm going to try to find an app that can turn it around so I can see it. I can show it in a normal way. I'm going to show it's about 30 paintings, so a little preview show. I have some those are I have some that's half size. Those ones I moved down the price from 1,000 euro to 750, and the other one from 500 to 350 to make them more accessible. They're very dynamic. They're very unique. There is all kinds of things within them. They're kind of nicer in person than in photograph, but they photograph very well. And they're all very, very different. and I think they're going to look wonderful framed. I'm really eager to open my gallery so I can show them, as well as to have a studio so that I can for a look like this, so that I can start doing a large format paintings, to see what will happen when I move into large formats. But they're very unique. I never thought I would get into abstract art, but I really enjoy those. They're really for a lot of people, artists or musicians, they get into art to become rich and famous, which there is nothing wrong about wanting to be rich and famous. But for me, it's like I really love the art. I love to create the art. And I really create it for myself. So at the beginning, when in the 90s, in the early 90s, when I was an art broker and I was selling other people's paintings, so I was making good money with them. No, not a lot of money, but enough to make a good living. And so I neglected selling my art. I was really attached to my art. I thought they were too sacred and too precious to even get into galleries, or to say I didn't want to sell too many of them. And maybe I should have been more detached and get into the circuits. I would have been known by now. But it's all been orchestrated from on high, and so I know that when there's a lot of gold and metallic colors, they take on the different qualities at night and in the day. I have some smaller ones that are really, really nice as well. And if you're interested, do not hesitate to contact me. And for now, I do think they're good investment, if nothing else, because as soon as I open my gallery, they will be a lot more expensive. But it's about rarity as well. Although I have quite a few, they still won't be enough for all the museums and all the collectors out there. So we'll have to make because once a certain groups of collectors and museums and galleries are getting into it, it's like then it's like there is a mimicking aspect. Well, I do believe that this art will definitely hold the passage of time. It's like you can look at it for a very long time. They won't get you bored. The more you will look at it, the more will discover new things, and in time, I'm sure they will traverse time quite well. And so I'm exploring different palettes, different forms, different colors. So I'm using a lot of knife with those in those paintings. I'm really eager to see them framed. Paperwork is really so much nicer when it's framed, and we'll see also that what happens when I get into the large format canvases. It's going to be very exciting. I'm really excited. The most exciting part about art is showing it is really nice, but creating it is quite wonderful, because when you create, there is nothing else. The world disappears. There is just you and God. It's like it's only the flow of motion of creation. It's just this amazing thing. So I feel very blessed about this. Is what I put on the cover of my video yesterday, I think. I feel very blessed for although sometimes it's difficult to be an avant-garde artist, but I still feel very blessed to have chosen this path, rather than maybe something that could have made my life easier in the business field or whatever, but I wouldn't have this creative experience, and to be able to participate in the birth of a new renaissance, which is coming very soon. It's already happening when those paintings are being created. They started in November 1989, at the time of the fall of the Berlin Wall. That's when it all started for me, and the Renaissance was officially engaged. Some of them are very zen, some of them are more complex, but they're all little stories, visual stories, a lot of dynamic. And sometimes there is some minuscule things that are very that appears progressively. Well, I thought I shared those so today. Got a get actually more paper because I'm out of paper. I have some smaller paper, so and I have some figurative, about 20 figurative paintings that I started. Of a model, this girl that I liked. I started painting her, but then I had some emotional complex emotional dynamic in our relationship. I couldn't get back into painting her, but maybe I'll finish those anyway. Now I feel better about it. I really like those. I mean, they're really dynamic. Some of them are very complex, some of them are more simple. But even within the chaos, there is harmony. It's like sometimes I'm able to do it right from the first. I do one thing and it's done. Sometimes I have to go like 1 time, 2 times, 3, to put 3 layers on top of it. But they're pretty fast. They're very spontaneous. They're very expressionist in many ways. Called the Quantum Field series. I'm eager to have my galleries and to open galleries around the world, so be able to show you that in person and have a cup of champagne and to be able to enjoy the physicality of it. Well, it's always nicer to buy art from in person than on the internet, although it's a practice that's been more people are trusting photograph, but well, my art is like it photos well, but all the people that receive the original are very impressed and happy because they're much better in actual in real life, so than they are. Although they do photograph well, they're still more dynamic in real life. And this one. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you very much. Do not hesitate to get in touch with me if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.